money. Yo, what's up, guys? TTarantox back here playing more 2K16. I was going to say some things real quick. I had a little bit of some issues, I guess, with my previous renders. I think one episode, I think episode 4 had some desync issues, and then the other, was it 5 and 6, I think? I'm not sure if there was a 7th one, I don't remember. But they had like some frame glitches or flame stutters, and I can't wait to replace this stupid capture card. It's been giving me issues for like the past like year or so. But I also lost a bunch of footage, but I guess it's not that much. I don't know, it's like a bunch of cutscenes and stuff. But long story short, I got drafted to the Charlotte Hornets. I apologize that you guys missed that. I can't really go back and like find it. I tried recovering it on my hard drive and didn't work, and it's just I can't have nice things. But I mean, if I find it, I'll try to upload it before this. But other than that, let's jump into our very first NBA game against the Heat. That's not fair. All right, let's put in some work. We got this.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games.
Skipping that. Oh, they give you like a little, okay, so I'm guarding him overall. Oh, man, it's going to be interesting. Prone to bad passes and turnovers, move your feet, and defense to be capitalized. Okay. He's not known for his stealthy ability, stealing ability, hold or flick to put him on his heels and take him off the dribble. All right. Good at finishing plays and good. All right, cool.
Or watching at home. I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Anderson, he's in at shooting guard. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Batum, and it's Lynn at the one
in there.
And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player is that last
first
bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Anderson.
Yeah, and, you know,
I forgot I'm not on offense right now.
Is in the books. It won't be the biggest.
I ain't worried about him.
He makes in his life, but man, it may be
I
the most
been.
memorable.
Sorry.
I think you may be right about that. No matter
Don't worry
how
about
many
this, though. We got
thousands
this.
of them he winds up with,
It's weird coming back
never forget
after
that
like
first
even just a day.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was
coming through.
But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
I see what he did there.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way he's found success.
Bring it over here.
Pass
it over here.
Playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark,
they're really just get body.
The year in college really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Anderson with the block.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level
I'm using all my
intensity right from the tip.
And, you know, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
Kaminsky, yes. And nice assist from Lynn.
There it is again.
It's kind of overwhelming here.
Possessions this first half, they've established great position.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's Green with the three. The rebound by Anderson. Outside, Lynn. Jacks up a three. Can't hit.
I don't know why I threw that up. Seems like my three ability has gone down since done the NBA. What is life?
When it's on top, leading.
Gonna skip that.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
I missed my own. Oh, okay, never mind. But I was about to be like, yo, hold up.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
No doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that
new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Goran Dragic. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Anderson in a two-guard. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kaminsky in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat. But he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
And there's a whistle.
You can't be charging, bro.
That's
a good-ass screen.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing
like the most beautiful screen I've ever done in my life.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Wade, right side.
Come on, bro.
And he banks in the layup.
I don't know why I'm expecting Wade to miss.
Heat lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting.
I was really trying to not get all back up there, you know. I wanted
outside,
a 2.
Lynn
I didn't want a 3.
Lets it go from deep. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Tapping them buttons, tapping that jump.
For him when the D is so relaxed, they got to get more intense.
Wade against Lynn.
Pass it this way.
Wade outside, kicks it to Green.
What?
That falls.
He was in
nice
my way.
That time from Dwayne Wade.
Nah, give me my C+. I want my C+ back.
Assists in the game. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Anderson a screen on Wade. Here's Lynn. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
My C+ out there, son.
Lynn's got it all tied up now for the Hornets. The Heat have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Wade against Lynn. And it's Wade penetrating. Off target on the 15-footer.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Then the pass to Anderson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
The Hornets have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That free throw
gotta be
good
mine.
for Anderson.
I'm the scumbag. It's like, no.
And we're
trying to get a
the
block.
first half of
trying to get a block in my life, son. Our first NBA block, I need it to happen.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. The amount of scoring we got from close range was great. Keep looking to make those quick fire entry passes. It's hard to argue with a bunch of layups and 6-footers. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D and the steals we got out of it. Let's keep that heat on them. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
He said we got to do stuff.
Miami.
So, all right.
Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Gerald Green in for Dwayne Wade. Dragic is out there with Gerald Green.
That's a bad pass.
Then it's
bad pass.
Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And here's Dragic. 14 points for him. Outside, Green.
Terrible pass on my part. I just wasn't expecting him to actually throw me the ball.
Hornets pull it in. Kaminsky's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Oh my God! Oh my God, Lynn! Oh my God, Lynn!
They really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
And taking a
quick
look
like
here
first
at
back
the
call
stats
just like
for Miami.
messed up.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game.
I'm kind of upset. Like I had that other.
And Clark, you don't think of too many of the Hornets as lockdown defenders, MKG being the big one, but they defended well over the entire season.
And for them, Kevin, rim protection was a big factor. They were a top 5 team in the league in forcing missed shots at their own basket.
We going with it.
Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and fires. Misses off the left iron.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things.
What was that?
They've been winning on the back. No clue.
And so it's Charlotte with the win.
We won.
This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
Let's say, like, yo, bro.
They really had to work for this
straight threw that pass out of bounds.
Weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up.
We got our first win. We got our first W of the season. We got 341 DC because, you know.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
That's cool.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Al Jefferson. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
He put in some serious work on the glass, stayed aggressive, put that extra effort in, and chased down those long rebounds. Rebounding is so important for limiting those second chance points. He made a big impact tonight.
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused and determined effort. And this effort is the biggest reason they're walking away with this win, Ernie, Kenny.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.